Again, I'm here with Tabitha Taylor this morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, and I just realized I said this morning and it's noon.
It's lunchtime.
Right? It's like that midday, so I can't say good morning, but is it okay to say good afternoon? Well, anyway. So
Good day. How's that?
yes, and it's a beautiful day here where I am. How about you? Is it sunshine up there in your
It's
neck of the woods?
actually a little bit cooler here today, which has been absolutely fabulous. I spent some time out front this morning in the yard, just walking around, getting grounded and enjoying nature and the cool breeze. And
Nice.
so
Very
it's
nice.
here today.
So I'd like for you to share with us, who is Tabitha Taylor and what does she offer to people?
Well, that's a loaded question. I am a total, complete, holistic health nerd. And for lack of better wording, I'm a certification junkie. About 8 years ago, my oldest daughter, who will actually be 16 on July 1st, was diagnosed with auditory processing disorder and auditory and visual dyslexia. And at the time, my oldest son was on ADHD medication and they wanted to put her on that as well. And I didn't like it. The meds were not working for my son. I knew they weren't going to work for her. And I wanted to come up with something different, something that was natural. I didn't like the idea of my kids being pumped full of things they shouldn't be taking.
Right.
So I started doing a lot of research and came across the autism diet. Even though Zoe wasn't diagnosed with autism, a lot of the challenges that we were seeing for her were on that spectrum. And so I went to my husband and I said, you know what? I'm seeing a brain-gut connection here, and I would like to try a dietary habit change as far as nutrition goes. And would you be open to doing that? It would mean we'd have to get rid of gluten. We'd have to get rid of casein, which is basically dairy, but yet casein is also used in a lot of processed foods as a packaging preservative agent, as well as all refined sugar. And we did it at Christmas. As you can imagine, it was like, what are we doing? It was very strict discipline. We had to make everything from scratch. I treated it as if she almost had an allergy, that she was not able to eat these foods. And we did it for 90 days. And the things that happened on our family were miraculous. She was like a different child, completely, with no medication. Her asthma was gone. Her eczema was gone. We quit having urinary tract infections all the time. Her behavior was phenomenal. Her focus was unreal. It literally was like a different child. I felt fantastic. I felt better than I've ever felt in my life. My husband was off all his high blood pressure medication. He had lost a ton of weight. It impacted our family so much that I went back to become a certified nutrition and wellness consultant. And I got a specialty certification in food intolerances. And I actually went to a company called Brain Balance. They had just opened here in Tulsa, and went to them and said, look, I'm just a mom, but here's what happened when I changed our nutrition habits with my child. And here's the certification I have. I don't have a college degree in it, but I just want to help people. I want other parents to know what is possible with these dietary changes. And they hired me as a peer coach. And I worked with the parents, and I would do food intolerance testing on their children, which was part of Brain Balance's program anyway. Then we would start healing the child's gut using specific supplements in a certain range, like a certain way we did it with the program. And I would also overhaul recipes. I would go grocery shopping with them. I taught them how to read food labels. I worked with the older children to understand why this was so important between the brain and gut connection.
Right.
Then I ended up stepping out and going into private consulting on my own, because what I started finding was, yes, I was helping all of these parents with children that had Asperger's, autism, ADHD, all these other things that were on a spectrum. But yet I was also able to help regular people, per se, who didn't understand, why do I have eczema? Why is my asthma getting worse? Why are these things happening? And I can make these changes by just simply changing nutrition and get people off meds. And so that's what I did for a really long time. Then the company that I worked for, as far as a vendor for the blood testing, changed their rules. And I had to be a board certified person. And so I'm doing that now. I'm becoming a board certified holistic health practitioner so that I can reestablish my account for blood testing for food intolerance work. And with the emotional connection side of that, I'm also a aroma freedom instructor as well as a certified law of attraction practitioner. And I use all of that in my coaching business. And that's what I do.
Very nice. So what's the class that you're doing at the Empowered Life Collective Expo in July?
Oh my gosh, I'm doing freedom from being overwhelmed. I am first to admit I am the most easily overwhelmed person that you can meet. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner, I'm juggling 87,000 things all at one time, and I can become very overwhelmed. But I have learned so many tips and tricks over the years that I love to be able to educate people on how to use those to help them from not being overwhelmed. Because here's the one biggest thing I learned: I do it to myself. Mm-hmm. And so if I can acknowledge that and accept it and rearrange some things, then that helps to alleviate that feeling. So I made it into a 4-week class, but I have actually combined that and made it into a 1-hour class where I'll be teaching an aroma reset, which is something you can use on a day-to-day basis to help with that feeling of overwhelm, as well as some other tips and tricks that I'm going to throw at everybody that day.
Very nice. So how can people get tickets to this expo?
There are so many places they can get tickets. We have a link on our website, which is empoweredlifecollective.com. We have a link for tickets on our Facebook page. We have a link for tickets on our Instagram page. We do have a YouTube channel that people can get on and see interviews with all the other presenters that will be presenting as well. So that's how they get tickets. And we offer tickets there's 65 seats in each room. So you want to grab your tickets in person for sure. Right. Want to be there because the seating is very, very limited in the room. If you don't get a ticket for in person, you have a couple options. You can buy each class individually on demand, where you can buy it now, watch it later at home in your joms. Or you can buy the bundle, which is even better because you're going to get all 13 presentations plus 3 bonus presentations that are not going to be included in the live expo. So
very nice. Okay.
Just a lot of information all at once. Sorry.
Right. No, it's great. I'm in awe and excited to hear everything that you have going on and that you have to offer everybody. So
yeah, I'm gonna back into the nutrition realm. So
yeah, that's nice. That's incredible. Okay, so everybody, if you want to have access to this presentation of Tabitha's, you need to go to the website, to the Facebook group, and check things out and make your purchase before it's too late. Thanks again, Tabitha, for being with me. Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Okay. See everybody later.